Ladies and gentlemen, this can't be kept quiet. Some experts think that the price of XRP Ripple is about to go through the roof. They think it could go as high as $1,000 or even higher. That's pretty cool, right? This is because the case between Ripple and the SEC could end at any time. The whole crypto community is paying close attention, looking for this sign that prices will go up. You will be amazed by this movie. Let's get right to the point without any more nonsense. Notice of the long-running court case between Ripple and the SEC is almost over. In the world of crypto, this could be one of the most important times of 2025. In 2020, it was said that Ripple sold $1.3 billion worth of shares without being registered. The case quickly became the most important part of the fight over crypto regulation in the US. But now, after almost 5 years, both Ripple and the SEC are likely to drop their cases. In this case, Judge Annalisa Torres's decision from 2023 is now final, binding, and can't be changed. There will be no more delays or law cases, as Jungle and Crypto News put it. That one sentence says it all about how relieved many XRP traders and crypto users are right now. The decision made by Judge Torres was a landmark in and of itself. In the end, she decided that XRP is not an investment because it is a digital token. As long as Ripple sold XRP through exchanges to the public, they did not break any securities rules. She did find, though, that Ripple's sales to institutions and sophisticated investors directly were not listed as securities offerings. Both sides had a chance to appeal because the decision was split. There were months of threats and a failed attempt at a deal, but now the signs are clear. The SEC and Ripple both don't want this fight to go on for too long. Steph said on X that the SEC was going to officially drop the XRP case any day now. That hope was strengthened when XRP Ascend learned that the SEC has planned a secret meeting for July 10, where the commissioners are likely to decide whether to end the case completely. This outcome is very important, not only because Ripple mostly wins, but also because it sets a standard for the whole crypto business. The way digital assets are seen in the US will now always be based on Judge Torres's reading of the law. No more court action is needed. It's clear from her decision that how a token is sold is more important than the token itself. That difference could affect not only how law enforcement acts in the future, but also how politicians write crypto laws in the future. The effect that could happen is huge. Now that Ripple doesn't have to worry about the law, it can quickly grow its business, make new relationships, and integrate XRP more deeply into global financial systems. Not only will the law become clearer, but XRP is also likely to gain, but also from the chance of being relisted on US platforms, which took the token off the market when the SEC case was at its worst. Institutional buyers who may have been avoiding XRP because of worries about regulations may now be interested in it again. Crypto Language did a good job of summarizing the trip. When they started Ripple, they wanted to change the way payments are made around the world. The SEC sued them for $1,300,000,000, 0 cents, which almost shut them down, but they just got crypto's biggest court win in 2025. It's not just the end of a case. The bigger fight over how to handle crypto in the US is coming to a head at this point. The SEC has been regulating buy enforcement for years, making vague claims that most tokens are stocks and not giving much detail about these claims. However, Ripple's win and the choice to make Judge Torres' decision official go against that plan. It's not just proof that Ripple is right. It lets other projects push back, ask for better instructions, and build without worrying about being stopped for no reason. The case is over as soon as both Ripple and the SEC send in their written notices of appeal withdrawal. No need for Judge Torres to sign off again. Her decision is now law, and there will be no more trials or delays. And, as Jungle Inc. put it, her choice is now the law. In the world of crypto, it's not often that things end so clearly. This time, we won. The real progress for Ripple can now begin. Finally, XRP can be rated on how useful it is, not on its legal problems. The business is still fighting for recognition and clear rules, but now they have a strong new example to follow. That's not all. This could be a big win for Ripple and Bitcoin in general. And just when you thought it was over, it started all over again. Now that the case is over, Ripple can be used freely, and people who know about it say that something big is coming soon. Not only is XRP back, it's getting ready for a run that could shake the whole crypto market. You're about to learn something that most people don't know. The amount of XRP is going through the roof. A lot of people in the XRP army are feeling what Edo Farina tweeted, something big is happening, a great deal of energy, confidence, and speed. The project can finally move forward with confidence now that Ripple's case is mostly over and Judge Torres's okay is still in place. This newfound clarity has led to a lot of guesswork, hope, and big promises. One of the bravest was from crypto expert Barry C., who said that XRP could go up to $1,000 0 cents a coin, which is 44,100% more than it is now. For Barry, that kind of price action won't just be caused by hype or technical patterns. It will also be caused by public establishment adoption, which is a key factor. Barry thinks that XRP will go through a revaluation that is unlike anything we've seen before in crypto as soon as global banks start using it publicly for real-world payments, liquidity management, and cross-border settlement. He said that the time when XRP was cheap is coming to an end. What happens next could change the prices of digital assets for good. Right now, XRP is riding the wave of optimism that came after it broke above a big weekly resistance level. Dark Defender and eGrag Crypto are two analysts who see short-term goals as high as $3.99. Other analysts are aiming for even higher levels. But Barry isn't only thinking about short-term moves. In his vision of the future, XRP will be the backbone of the world's financial system, the digital plumbing that moves trillions of dollars around. A lot of people in the XRP community agree with this. $10,000, 0 cents. As Tony the Rippler put it, XRP is not a goal, it's a way to get there. The recent legal clarity and faster adoption trends make that dream feel less like a fantasy and more like a roadmap for longtime holders who have been through SEC fights, exchange delistings, and media skepticism. This tweet was so vague that even Jack the Rippler sent it. You'll soon get some money. Even though it's not clear, it fits with the change in energy. The thought that something important is happening below the surface, which is good for XRP. So, big goals have always been at the heart of the XRP story, but now that courtroom fights are over and institutional rails are being built in real time, those goals are running into problems. No matter if you think XRP will reach $10 0 cents or $10,000 0 cents, one thing is certain, it will. Things are changing, and XRP is in the middle of it all. Barry said that the countdown to $1,000 0 cents starts when the banks go public, and the way the market is moving right now, that moment may be closer than anyone thought. Let's look into Ripple's relationships in more depth. Trust me, there's a lot more than meets the eye. Right now, what's going on behind the scenes could be the best sign of a bull market ever seen. Think again if you think this is just another business news. Everything might change now. In Japan, you can now earn XRP straight through credit card points. This is a big step forward for Ripple's plan to be used all over the world. This change is the result of a relationship between A+, a Shinsei Bank Group financial services company, and SBI VC Trade, the cryptocurrency arm of SBI Holding. It opens up new ways for people to access and use XRP in the real world. For the first time ever, cryptocurrencies can now be used to buy other things in the A+ points program. This means that people who have A+ credit cards can now turn their points, which they earn by making everyday purchases, into XRP, along with Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is a small but important change. XRP is moving from purely speculative markets to being a part of consumer finance and reward systems. Think about this. 1 point is earned for every 200 yen paid on an A+ card. These points can now be turned into XRP tokens. Customers who spend over 50,000 yen a month even get a bonus. This makes regularly spending XRP an easy and low-barrier way to start owning crypto. A lot of cryptocurrencies try to be useful in real life, but not many are able to do it so well. There's a reason why XRP is available here. Ripple has been a partner of SBI Holdings for a long time.